Josh, how does chronic pain or any kind of neurological or nervous disorder, how does that isolate you? Because when people have strong, debilitating conditions, health situations, they're usually very isolated. It's like something inside you don't, it's tough. Like you don't want to bring your burden to other people, you know? You don't want to appear as like this sick person, even though you could have some really heavy health karma and are sick, you know. But yet you still you want to connect with people because, especially in that situation, because it really helps. It really helps to have some connection with somebody. I mean, I hypothesize and say if somebody's in a really chronic degenerative state and they were surrounded, let's say, by angels who just really loved them, and they just stayed there with them and just kept loving them. It was just unconditional love. They didn't want anything from them. I surmise that person would recover, or at least there'd be some miracle take place. But see, when this time and age, we're not afforded with that kind of good luck or grace, because it's like this time and age isn't really, it's not meant for that. We have to transcend and transform ourselves on some level with our own inner power and realization of our true nature. You see, this is how we get that love. It's easier if people would just shower it on us, human forms, because we really think we're this human form, so it helps. It's more tangible when we get from other human forms. But if we really could tap in, which is our destiny, to come into this realization, to find this unconditional love, this source self within, then we can start to really transcend these health situations. What does it mean, transcend? Not be so identified with them. Not be so identified with the symptoms, not be so obsessive and compulsive in our thinking about wanting them to go away. When's it going to go away? This sucks. I can't, nothing, life is hell. All that self-talk, which just amplifies the whole experience of these painful symptoms. We have to transcend that level of thinking. Because it's true, people don't want to hear that. If we're just around somebody all the time and we just have heaviness to give them, even though this is what we're feeling, they can only deal with that so long. So what do? I recommend people go to CPA, Chronic Pain Anonymous. You can Google it online. It's a fellowship that is comprised of people with chronic pain and illness and disability, and they have a spiritual program, the 12 steps, and they work through that. But you have the fellowship of others who are suffering with a similar situation as you. I mean, chronic pain is chronic pain. And so you can somehow feed off that energy, and it can empower you, and you can meet friends there also. And you can start to learn and see those who have transcended this deep, debaucherous, just emotional, heavy feeling that comes with a lot of people who have chronic pain and illness. You can see how they started to transcend that, and then you can talk to them. How did you do that, man? How do you do that? And when we start talking about surrender, how we surrender, we give our life back up to the source that created it. Said, this is your business. This body's like this for whatever reason, but I want to know how to have serenity even in the midst of this trying, extenuating situation. I believe there's a way to be at peace with this. How do I do that? You see? And then it will be revealed to you. If that is truly, you're speaking that pure from your heart, and you really want to transcend these things, power will come to transcend it. It has to. It's divine law. So being in these meetings and fellowship, meeting others who have some experience, maybe they're on a higher evolutionary level of consciousness because than you might presently be, so you want to drink from that. The consciousness wants to merge with that because you want to enjoy your life. Then you can start to do that. There's a way, you see, a lot of times we think we're like, oh, the people wouldn't want to hang out with me because I'm restricted, I'm limited, I can't. They're like, they call, hey, let's go out for a couple days to this beach area. We'll stay the night a couple days or something. And automatically you're thinking, well, damn, that's 2 days. I don't know. I have this chronic situation, and maybe I don't sleep good. And what about the pills I take? And I don't know, maybe. And see, people in chronic health situations, you got to factor all that in. It's like a big deal for some people just to go to the store. They got to prepare and get ready because of the level of disability they have, let alone going out for 2 days, or just to go to the movies with somebody, or go anywhere can just be a big deal. So then the mind says, oh, so nobody really wants to be around me because I can't do anything. They're not going to like me. And so then the mind creates that low self-worth and self-esteem. My tooth hurts. And then it keeps you in isolation. But you need to trust that the divine's going to send you people. It's about your energy. This is a high level being enjoys your energy. They don't care what you can do or not do. You find your karmic mates. We all have them. We just end up attracting them when we're right inside. Then we attract those who are here to walk with us and be in our accompany us in this life. We attract those. We find them. Divine sends them to us. But we have to somehow be right. What does it mean, be right? It means to not let this illness or disability get into your mind and make everything heavy. You somehow accept your symptoms. You accept this is what it is. Through acceptance of this high level of pain and going to like I said, some fellowship that helps give support, you are somehow able to do the impossible, which is to live with this, but yet be serene. The problem is our expectations and listening to our mind of what we want, and oh man, I can't do this and that, and I really would like to, and everybody else can do it. That's what blocks the serenity. If we somehow accept everything, if I got to lay in bed 24 hours a day, whatever, that's what it is. This is the moment. This is what it is. I have to accept that. I'm not going to be in this body forever. This is a certain lesson, a certain situation I need to experience. And it will be clear why, if you don't already know, most don't, it'll be clear why that is after we leave this body, because we don't die when we leave this body. And we'll be glad that we made it. And our friends on the other plane will be like, right on. You have experienced a certain situation that added to your growth, and you don't have to experience that again, and we'll feel very relieved. So somehow, if that feels true for you, what I'm saying, remember that will give you strength to bear this. Don't worry about what you can't do or can do in this particular life that you're in, how strong the limitation is that you have. Don't worry about it. This is the situation. Accept it. The mind will want to make trouble about that, doesn't want to accept it. That causes more friction and more resistance, and then that makes your pain worse, and then you can't find the serenity. Let me know how that video flowed for you. Have a good day.